here number 92, Caly Robertson. Caly, first of all, welcome to the Ice Arena. Pleasure to have you here for Media Day. Kick this off, what's drawn you to the Seahawks and sort of this squad this year? What Mike Davis is building?
I think he's making an exciting team. I think we're built for success this year, and I just want to win, so that's why I'm here.
Obviously, you spent a lot of time in the National Ice Hockey League for various clubs so far, and always impressed. What are you going to bring to the Seahawks this season?
Hopefully, a lot of high energy, some pace, and hopefully score a few goals as well. That might be good. I'm
sure Seahawks fans have seen you do that on the regular around the league already, but so you mentioned it already. What are the goals for this season? Of course, a very stacked roster, depth in the forwards is crazy.
Yep.
What are the Seahawks and yourself aiming for?
To win. I mean, we've got 3 trophies this year and we want to win them all. So try and finish at the top of the table and take the playoffs and the cup as well. That's the goals.
Well, perfect. Thanks very much for joining us and best of luck for the season.
Cheers. Thank you.
Here on Media Day, once again, number 6, Ethan Hehir. First of all, Ethan, welcome to Hull Ice Arena.
Thank you very much.
You've been here many a time on the opposite side of the ice, but good to see you now in the black, white and grey.
Yeah.
First of all, first place to start, what drew you to the Seahawks? How did that come about?
Well, obviously, like you said, played here a few times. Quite a hostile environment when I come here, which is I quite like as well. So yeah, I can't wait to get started and make this a hostile place for everyone else to come as well. Yeah.
And had many skates with the guys yet so far? Or?
Yeah, I've had about 3 weeks on a Thursday and that. So yeah, so hopefully ready to go.
In terms of those Hull fans you mentioned, love to get on top of the opposite side. Maybe when they're doing that, maybe you don't quite see so much of what the opposition does on the ice. What are you going to bring to the ice for the Seahawks?
Well, I always play hard and team first, probably a bit more defensively minded. So, but yeah, I'll bring the intensity every night and yeah, hopefully get the place going.
And in terms of goals of the year, have you got anything personal? Have you got anything team-wise? What you're looking forward to?
I never really have personal goals as such, but team-wise, obviously coming across from Leeds, we've won stuff, so I want to keep on winning, so hopefully bring some silverwares.
Well, perfect. Hopefully you've brought that look across down the M62, but Ethan, first of all, finally, thanks very much for joining us. Looking forward to seeing you on the ice soon. Best of luck.
Thank you very much. Cheers, guys.
Here on Media Day with number 24, Dylan Hehir. First of all, Dylan, welcome to the Ice Arena. We just spoke with Ethan as well. We mentioned multiple trips to Hull Ice Arena. Did you enjoy those before?
Yeah, it's always a good atmosphere. Obviously, when you're on the other side of it, it gets a bit tasty. But they're always the best games to play in. So to play every game here, every other game here, is going to be great.
Did that sort of have any part to play in the decisions to come down the M62 to Hull at all?
Yeah, it's definitely like a good place to play. They get good crowds. And I think Matty's building something that could be special in the future here. So to be a part of that's going to be good.
In terms of on the ice, then, what are you going to bring to the Seahawks? Of course, one thing that I think a lot of people have picked up with the Seahawks roster this year, it's got so much deeper. And obviously you're a big part of that. What are you going to bring?
I'd like to think I'm good, solid D-man. Do my job, defending. Especially with the forwards we have this year, just getting that first pass and setting them away, and then we go from there.
And in terms of the season, do you set personal goals? Is it all about the team goals? What are you thinking for the year ahead?
I don't really have any personal goals. Obviously I want to play well, but the team's winning. That's the only thing that matters. Obviously we want to win. We want to win this year. So.
Well, best of luck for the season, Dylan. Looking forward to seeing you out there in the black, white and grey.
Thank you very much.
Here with the Hull Seahawks, new number 77, Cristianis Fugaralis. Have I got that right?
Yeah, that's right.
We'll go with that. Well, first of all, Chris, thank you very much for joining us. Welcome to Hull Ice Arena. I know you've been here sort of before. You mentioned with Dylan and Ethan and the three of you, of course, playing for the Knights last year about how hostile it can sometimes be in this rink. I don't know if that's played anything into your mindset about the move. Sort of, what was it that drew you to this change to come to the Hull Seahawks? How did that come about?
I was just looking for a change, pretty much, and heard it's a great group of guys and a great coach, so just felt like the right move.
Obviously, we're looking forward to seeing you hit the ice for the Seahawks. What are the Hull fans going to expect, in terms of what you're going to bring and add to the team on the ice?
Just a hard play style, physical, hard hitting, everything overall, pretty much.
Yeah, I think it's exactly what Hull fans are going to want to see on the back end. It's the place that Hull fans have maybe been looking for a few changes. And in terms of the year, looking forward, do you have any personal goals, team goals? Obviously, when we mentioned to the other two guys who've come down the M62 from Leeds, it was all about win, because that's sort of the culture that's been shown at the Knights over the last few years. Is that sort of what you're hoping to bring now to Hull?
Yeah, I mean, just win as many trophies as possible. That's pretty much it.
Well, thanks very much for joining us, Kris, and we look forward to seeing you on the ice.
All right, thank you.
Here with the Hull Seahawks new import forward number 43, Jordy Stallard. Thanks. First of all, Jordy, welcome to Hull. I know you've been here about half an hour at this point, but so you've not got to see too much of the city. But how much are you looking forward to this year?
I'm really looking forward to it. It was a little bit of a long process with the visa and getting my passport sorted, but just happy that I made it. I'm ready to go, and been able to meet most of the guys, not all of them I don't think, but all very friendly and ready to get to work with them.
We had a quick chat about this on the pod, but in terms of the reasons why I've come to Hull, I know that you're very good friends with Johnny Corneal, and that will have had some part to play in it, but what are the driving forces behind you wanting to spend a year at the Seahawks?
I think just trying to prove myself as a player again and get back in, and I've heard nothing but great things from Matty and knowing Johnny well, and he just said we got a really solid group, and I just want to do whatever I can to take on a strong leadership role and play the best I can, and ultimately win as many games as possible and win a championship, because I know how passionate these fans are, and I'm just really looking forward to getting after it.
Obviously having a very successful junior career, and then obviously a couple of years in the elite league as well. A lot of people will have, or hopefully will have, seen a bit of you already, but what are you going to bring on the ice for the Seahawks fans who haven't yet seen Jordy Stallard?
I just want to be an impact player. I want to have lots of puck possession and help guys out and take on a leadership role, but at the same time produce both defensively and offensively, and yeah.
And in terms of goals, we spoke a lot about, do you have personal goals, do you have team goals? Most of the guys, obviously, you're very, very team-centric here, which is what we want to see, but do you have any goals for the season?
I think just the one obvious one is just to win a championship. I've talked with Matty a little bit, and he's feeling good about this year, and he's going to work hard, and we got all buy-in, and if we do that, good things will happen.
Perfect. Looking forward to seeing you on the ice, Jordy, and thanks very much for joining us.
Thank you very much.
So here on media with the captain, number 21, Bobby Chamberlain. Bob, first of all, nice summer. Last time we had a chat was end of the season. We were just sort of getting into a bit of time off.
Yeah, that's it. Obviously, spoke to you at the end of last year, me and Sobs, want it, and we've had a little reset now. The lads have been working hard, and we're ready to go. Everyone's looking good, and we're ready to get going now.
Of course, how much, I said we spoke to Matty a little bit about this, but those skates throughout the summer, of course, not all the lads can make them. There's lads coming from across the country and internationally as well, but for the lads who have been able to make it, the ones staying in Hull, sort of how useful are those skates throughout the summer? Yeah,
it's good to stay on the ice, and when people can get on, it's good. And we have had the ice all summer, and they are competitive skates, but obviously the last few weeks everyone's been coming on, getting back from their holidays and getting back recharged, and everyone's looking sharp. There's a few people have definitely surprised us and looking good. Team's looking strong.
Another interruption there, love that. Happens every time. But talking about getting the lads on the ice this week, looking strong, by the time this gets released it's going to have already happened, but Matty's testimonial night tonight, looking forward to a fun one against the rest of the lads.
Yeah, it's good. We've seen a few of the lads last night, Tens and a few others have coming back, the legends, like we say. So it's good to play on that team against the current lads, so it'll be nice. It should be fun, and hopefully a good skate for both sides, and there's a lot of good lads on both sides, so we're all looking forward to it. And obviously Matty's been a good servant for this club and for this town, so it's good to give back to him, and hopefully it's a good crowd.
In terms of the squad then, of course, everyone's just about here now, completed, I think, the roster on media day, haven't we, with the arrival of Jordy. How much are you looking forward to the season with the way that Matty's put the roster together?
Yeah, we are top heavy, and we've got some good firepower up front on all three lines, even four lines. So it's good. But a few D-man surprised us. We've got some good young D that can move back there. So it'll be interesting, yeah.
And talking of the pre-season, of course, we got the trip down to Manchester tomorrow. Once again, probably will have already happened before you guys get to see this, but the double header against Leeds, we love those tests against the league champions once again, here and in their barn, the place where we always seem to play well, and then a home double header against Solway, who are always an interesting team to play, aren't they? They never really give up. They're a real fighting team.
Yeah, obviously, like we say, we always come up and show against Leeds, and they are the point that other teams need to get to. They've won the league 3 times in a row now, so other teams have to get to that point, and they are the standard. So, and we do well against them. That's not the problem. It's the other games and the consistency and the dips in and out. We did struggle at times around Christmas, so we need to find that consistency. And obviously Solway, number one, we always struggled against them. They are more of a defensive team, so hopefully we can break them down this year. But a lot of good teams, should be a good year.
No, honestly, looking forward to it, Bobby. Back on the ice today. Best luck for the rest of the season.
Cheers, Cal.